Alright everybody, hey, this is Justin Banda. I am performing experiment 16.2, and here's what's going to happen. So, let's take a look at the book over here. Alright, so the materials you're going to need for this are a 1.5 volt battery, it doesn't matter the size cell. I have a AA here. I don't know where the actual camera end of my iPhone's at, so I don't know if you can see this. It's a 1.5 volt AA. You can see it right there between the second A, beneath the second A. Alright, so you have that. You need 2 iron nails. One is supposed to be larger than the other. One of them is just bent, actually. Ha ha ha, that's what she said on all that. No, so I'm going to use that one as my shorter nail. This is my matchstick. It's a long matchstick. Because we're cool like that, and I don't have any others. You need insulated wire like we used in previous experiments, and this is my insulated wire. It's already wrapped up and cut like they wanted it later on. Actually, I had a couple of funny snips with that. Anyway, we need a metal paper clip, and once again, I've had to improvise. We have these little greenish paper clips that are weird, but I actually took one and stripped it of the green covering, and it's metal, so we're going to use that, even though it doesn't look like a paper clip. And, oh yeah, the matchstick. Okay, so we have all this stuff laid out. Lay the paper clip, matchstick, and the smaller of the 2 nails out on the desk. Take the larger nail and touch it to the paper clip, and then pull it away. Nada. Did the paper clip stick to the nail as if the nail was a magnet? No. Alright, take a piece of insulated wire that's about 3 times the length of the nail and strip 1/2 inch of insulation from each end. Already did that. It's really tricky to do without cutting the wire, but you take one of these things, cut it with the little this is awkward. Little round bit in there, the chomper bit. Okay, unstrip about 1/2 inch of insulation from each end. In the end, it's supposed to look like this. Alright, so wrap the wire around the larger nail several times, leaving a few centimeters of wire on each end. Your nail and wire should look something like this. So I already wound this up around the nail, so I'm just going to slip the nail through there. My electric nail, mwahaha. Alright, so use your thumb and forefinger to touch the bare conductor at the end of the wire. I'm going to use this end here, because it's already wrapped around, and touch it to the ends of the battery. That way electricity will flow through the wire. Alright, so we're going to wait a few minutes, and then with the electricity still flowing, we're going to touch the nail to the paper clip and see what happens. So, let us prop this up, take this, and press. Now, this is where I'm supposed to entertain you, because this is probably the longest stretch we're going to have here. Can't think of anything really funny to say while we're waiting. No, I got nothing. Anyway, okay, so this should be long enough. We're only supposed to wait a couple of moments. So surprisingly, this isn't shocking me, and I'm usually a shock magnet when I get off the trampoline or whatever. I'm always getting zapped. Okay, so we're actually, you know what? Crap. With this still attached, we're supposed to touch the nail to this thing. I'm looking at this through the eyes of the camera, so. And, oops. Okay, for those of you who can't see this the right way, I'm actually not nudging it. There we go. There you go. Alright. I do a Steve Irwin voice, but I hate Australian accents. Okay. Alright, so with the electricity still flowing, touch the nail to the paper clip, what happens? Yes, it acts like a magnet. Now, with the electricity still flowing, touch the nail to the matchstick, and let's see what happens. So, charge up for a second. we're going to touch it to the matchstick. Either this will be really cool or really boring. And it's the latter. Okay. Maybe it's because this is really big or something, but I don't see anything happening. No, I've got nothing. Alrighty. Just nail to the paperclip. Alright. Release the wire from the battery and unwrap the nail. Alright, touch the nail to the paperclip now. What happens? Ah, there's a little bit of a charge there still. It's still somewhat magnetized, not nearly as powerful as before, but there's some strength left in there still. Alright, now I have to stretch out the paperclip so it's relatively straight. So, bear with me for a minute. You can look at my lovely room, and I'm going to take this thing and stretch it out. I do this all the time. I actually eat these things, believe it or not. It's probably the worst thing in the world for my digestive system, so I'm a retard, and I know it, and yeah, I eat paper clips. I know it's going to come back to haunt me in later life, and this is really hard to bend, and okay. So it's pretty straightish. I don't know if you can see that from the camera lens. Okay. So now that it's straight out, wrap the wire around the straightened paper clip like you did the nail. Alright, so this is going to be trickier because... Okay, don't know what happened there. Maybe my phone's running out of memory or something. Basically what I have to do is take this straightened out paper clip, like those, and wrap this coil around it. Unfortunately for me though, this coil is actually really... it's thick wire and it's really tight. And this is about the closest I'm going to be able to get to it. Alright, so we're going to touch the bare conductor to the ends of the wire, the ends of the wire to the battery to start the electricity flowing. And then we're going to touch this to the other nail, the one that we didn't wrap with wire, and see what happens. Alright, so this is going to be tricky. Let's see if I can do this. So let's set up the battery. Ah, this is falling apart. Okay, hold on. Bleh. If I get zapped, I deserve like a Nobel Prize or something. I know I'm going to get zapped. I hate getting zapped. So let's touch. Okay, wait, I forgot I actually have to move this thing. Okay, so this is going to be really awkward. Anyway, I'm taking this electric contraption. Ah! Un momente, hold on. Okay, wait, I just lost my thingy. You know, I suck at science. Ow. Darn it. Ow. Crap. And I lost it again. I apologize. Sincerely apologize. Alright, so what I'm going to do is move this camera generally like that, and, okay, attach this to the battery, and now, right in front of you here, I don't know if you can see it, is our bent nail. I'll move this out of the way so you can see. Alright, so with this touching the battery, this whole contraption, we're going to touch. Well, okay, you can't see this, but there's definitely some kind of a pull here. It's like the slightest pull. Like me nudging it just now is stronger than the pull. But I feel like there's some kind of attraction here. Maybe it's because the nail's really heavy. Huh. Alright. That was anticlimactic. Anyway, nothing... Okay, the question was what happens now, and the answer to that, unfortunately, is that nothing happened. And now I'm supposed to clean up my mess, whatever mess there is. So I apologize for the delay. Thank you for watching, and this is science.